is Grace, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 7 mistakes I made when designing stickers for my small business and how to avoid them. So for a little bit of context, I have been designing my own stickers for about a month and a half, and I plan to open up my own shop next year in February, March time, and I have made a lot of mistakes within that time. So these are some of the stickers that I have made so far, and let's get into the video. So the first mistake that I made was that I didn't design my stickers on A4. So for a lot of people, you are going to be printing your stickers on an A4 sheet and having multiple stickers on that sheet if you're going to do like a die cut single stickers. If it's a sticker sheet, then this is something separate, but I would still suggest designing on A4. That means, because the reason I say this is because when you resize, no matter how much you shrink it within the A4, you will still have those crisp lines. The amount of times I've had to redo outlines, this would have saved me so much time had I known this earlier. So the second mistake is that you should always do a test print. So when you have designed your stickers, you have laid it out into an A4. The colors that you pick on your tablet or whatever device that you are drawing on versus how it comes out of the print will not always be the same. So currently I use a sketchbook app, and from what I've kind of gathered, your tablet uses a different color setting to a printer. So always do a test print first. Make sure that when you go through the entire thing, you're not just checking your colors, you're also checking your outline. Is it the crisp resolution that you want? Is there enough contrast between colors that, let's say, text stands out? So in my I Can and I Will sticker, I used a light pink background and white text, and although it's still readable, it's not as readable and as I wanted. So I then had to change it to a much darker pink. Again, due to the resolution, there was a technical difficulty where I kind of lost all of my layers and I had to just work on a preview of my sticker. But you might not be able to see perfectly, but the outline is, there is an inconsistency in the outline between the clouds and the text and the pins, and that's why I had to redo it. You also want to make sure it's very easily done, that there isn't, let's say you've accidentally pressed the rubber or the pen on one of the stickers, because that's what happened with my social battery stickers, and I had to reprint some of them because at least one sticker on each sheet had a mistake on it. So they are now B-class stickers, which I will have to sell at a much lower rate. So don't make that mistake. The third mistake that I made was printing on the wrong side of the sticker paper. So I followed the instructions exactly how I understood them, and I printed them on the wrong side. So if your stickers turn out to look like this and this, then you're printing on the wrong side. So just flip it over. It may also be the case that your printer will print on a different side as per the instructions, and it wasn't necessarily the instructions' fault. So you just have to do a bit of trial and error with that. Thankfully, there's only 2 sides, so there's only so much trial and error you need to do. Also, there was a little bit of kind of contrasting or conflicting information when it came to whether inkjet paper was okay for a toner printer. So at the moment I am using a toner printer. I have tested it out for you. It is all good to go. You can use that paper. So the fourth tip, by the way, these are all in no particular order, but the fourth tip and mistake that I made was that I did not make the outline for the stickers very easy to cut. So at the moment I haven't yet opened up my shop, and I'm in the process of prepping my stickers, and I am hand cutting every single one of them. And I didn't quite realize how difficult it is to cut around tentacles. So this pumpkin octopus sticker was an absolute pain to cut around. So if you've got a little bit of a lot of curves in your designs, I would suggest to make it a little bit thicker, to kind of bypass that difficulty of cutting. If you have a cutting machine, then you can ignore this tip because that won't be an issue for you. That also blended into my other tip, which was the thicker outline. So the thicker outline, bear in mind when you are drawing your design, sorry, this is bleeding into design, tip 5. So tip 5 is having a thicker outline. This is important because when you are designing your sticker, so I suggest that when you are designing on the A4, which was tip 1, try and use as much space of that A4 as possible so that your resolution is crisp. And also when you are designing on an A4, once you shrink, your outline will also shrink. So that means it will be a thinner outline. So when you are, depending on how big your stickers are, you want to make sure that you have a thick enough outline, especially if you're hand cutting your stickers, because you will make mistakes and you may have to reshape. So a thicker outline just makes it a lot more forgiving in the cutting process, and also when you shrink it down to the size that you need when you print. Tip number 6 and mistake that I made, although it's not quite a mistake, you have to make your art accessible to anyone that is visiting your store. So at the moment I'm making a YouTube video and you're going to be able to see my journey, the mistakes I've made and tips that I've been giving out. But someone who is seeing your shop will not necessarily know your journey, know who you are. So you have to make your art, unfortunately, or not so unfortunately, but also makes a lot of sense, you have to kind of make it likable for a mass audience. And let's say your art, let's say for example my art, this pumpkin octopus that I did, this banana octopus that I did, a lot of people might not be able to get it. And so I have left some where it's just my art, because there'll be some people that are following me that might just, they get it, they like it, and they just want it by itself. But a thing that I have been trying to do now is adding text to my stickers. And so I designed this mushroom octopus that I really love, and I've gotten people to select which colors I should use. If you don't know, and I haven't mentioned it yet, my Instagram is down below. I will leave the handle here and the link below. And I added the text weird but cute, and so it's just like a very simple adding of text so that it's relatable, it's easy to kind of get what I'm trying to say in the sticker, but also just makes it a lot easier to kind of like. And I get that that's not for everyone, But it's just like something to think about. It might not need to be having text. It might just be kind of tweaking it, having some sort of theme, so it's just easier to see what your art is about. Number 7, and mistake that I made and thankfully was able to discover. So this is more so on the lines of someone that doesn't know a lot about digital art. So I came from a traditional art background and I only kind of started using digital art a month ago. So this is more for beginners. If you're doing shading, so let's say my banana octopus, for example, I added shading to the tentacles, and initially I had done it where I had just colored in on top and it went over the general outline of the sticker. You do not need to waste your time to rub out outside the outline. You have to just press. So what I did, although this might not be the quickest way, future me might be looking back and being like, why did you do that? I know this information. But at the moment, as a beginner, I color in. So for example, for the banana octopus, I colored in the blue within a separate layer to everything else. And I put in the layer locked in the layer transparency, and then use the airbrush tool to then do in my shading gradually, and it makes it a lot smoother, a lot cleaner. You don't have to rub out outside of your sticker, and it saves you so much time. So this is kind of like a bonus overall tip in terms of everything that went down. I know I made so many mistakes, and I know future me will see this video and be like, there were so many more mistakes I could have put in this video. But you're going to make lots of mistakes every single stage of this process, from cutting the stickers, from laminating the stickers, to printing out the stickers, to designing the stickers. I have made mistakes in every single stage, and that's okay. This process is completely new to all of us. If you're wanting to become a small business owner like me, or you just want to make stickers for the hell of it, be patient with yourself in every single stage and know that it's all part of the fun, it's all part of the process, and you'll figure it out. I really love the sticker that I did, I Can and I Will. I pop it up here. Because I think the mentality behind all of this and pushing through with all of these mistakes is that having that mindset of I can and I will, and saying to yourself, I don't know the answer, but I'll figure it out, and watching tons of YouTube videos just like this that are giving you tips and things online. Do your research, use your resources. There are so many people that have gone through the same struggles as you are, and you'll figure it out. Push through and you'll get there. So although I made a lot of mistakes making these stickers, I've had so much fun in designing every single one of them, and I am so glad that I'm able to ask people on Instagram for suggestions for colors, because oh my goodness, I started off as a black and white artist, and entering into colors a whole new world, and I often struggle with that. So this whole process has been exhilarating, from designing, from getting your stickers. You can see a video of me reacting to getting my stickers. These ones were ones that I had outsourced. I will make a video, don't you worry, on my sticker process and from outsourcing to making my own stickers. If there's any videos in particular or anything you would want me to mention in future videos about this whole process of starting your own small business, or questions about making your own stickers, let me know in the comments. I will happily make the video for you. But yes, I am very happy to be back on YouTube. I originally started this channel doing watercolor tutorials, which wasn't quite for me, but now I feel like I finally found what I really want to do. So stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you enjoy this journey with me, and I hope that this video was encouraging and useful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.